They told you to keep believing in the story. The rescue. The one. The happy ending. But the mind loves stories more than it loves truth. What you call love might be an elegant disguise for something older, colder, and relentless. Nature's will, culture's design, your own unexamined hunger. And it will run your life until you turn and face it. Today, we don't romanticize it. We reveal it. You were taught that love redeems. That sacrifice is noble. That patience guarantees reward. But no one told you this. The heart is wise and also blind. It sees what it wants, then calls that vision destiny. Jung warned us, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. We are going to make it conscious. Slowly, calmly, ruthlessly. First insight. Love is a mask the species wears to keep itself alive. Schopenhauer called it the will, a force that moves through you, not for you. It borrows your poetry, your longing, your tenderness. It pays you in euphoria, then sends the bill in realism. Picture Myra. Smart, warm, hopeful. She spends years investing in the dream, dates that feel like auditions, futures spoken like contracts, the fantasy that if she's soft enough, loyal enough, he will become the man he promised when the lights were low. Months pass, seasons change. She keeps paying the dream tax, time, beauty, emotional labor. One day she wakes up and realizes the story took more than it gave. She doesn't need cynicism. She needs clarity. Pause and ask. When you were in love, who was steering? You or the ancient will that wants a child, a house, a pattern? Your answer matters. Second insight. We don't meet people first anymore. We meet their reflection. Modern life is a bazaar of mirrors. Apps feeds stories that vanish, attention measured like currency. We auction our best angles and pray we won't be outbid. Nietzsche warned, in individuals insanity is rare, in groups it is the rule. Scroll and you join the crowd. Compare and you lose the quiet signal of your own soul. Layla knows this. Her phone glows at midnight. He said all the right words. He curated charm like a brand. And in the morning, silence. Her stomach drops in that tiny, humiliating way we never post. In a marketplace of infinite options, attachment becomes an algorithmic casualty. Choice feels like freedom, but too much choice dissolves depth. Breathe and consider. How many connections have you lost to the speed of convenience? What would happen if you slowed the pace until it felt like a ritual again? Third insight. Vulnerability is holy. But on a stage it becomes bait. We were told to open up. But not all containers are safe. Not every listener is a sanctuary. Sienna learned this with a man who asked for everything. Tell me your hurts, he said tenderly. So she did. Childhood storms, secret shames, nights with no witnesses. For a moment she felt seen. Then the shift. Subtle chilling. The glow in his eyes became calculation. Her openness became leverage, not intimacy. Here's the paradox. Real intimacy demands vulnerability. But vulnerability without discernment invites quiet ruin. Jung again. People will do anything, no matter how absurd, to avoid facing their own souls. Choose to share with those who have faced theirs. Pause and ask. Who has earned your story through consistency, through actions, through time? Fourth insight. Institutions don't love you. They regulate you. The law, the platform, the culture, they have incentives. You have a life. Marcus Aurelius said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. Translate it into practice. Don't put your destiny in systems built to extract attention, emotion, and compliance. Love with your eyes open. Value deeds over declarations. Create agreements before you need them. Guard your finances the way you guard your heart. Seneca whispered, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." Many of your fears are ghosts, but so are many of your fantasies. You are not weak for wanting love. You are wise when you demand reality. Here comes the dark realization. Most people don't cherish you for who you are. They cherish the way you regulate their feelings. We all do this. We love mirrors more than we love mysteries. As long as you make someone feel calmer, prettier, stronger, safer, you are adored. The moment you stop, the worship fades. Cruel, only if you refuse to see. Liberating if you do. Because once you understand this, you stop begging for permanence from people who are in love with their own reflection. You become the reflection you needed. Steady, warm, unmistakably yours. So what now? You don't need to burn the temple of love. You need to bar the door against illusions. Schopenhauer wrote, "The first 40 years of life give us the text, the next 30 supply the commentary." You can write your commentary early. Try this. Withdraw your attention from the lottery of validation. Silence the slot machine in your pocket. Turn your energy toward things that grow when you feed them. Your craft, your body, your friendships, your spiritual spine. Practice sovereign solitude. Not as punishment, as training. The free person, whispered the ancient Stoic within you, chooses her attachments carefully. Your heart is a kingdom. Its gates open slowly. Transform your suffering. Pain when refused becomes poison. Pain when examined becomes power. Beethoven composed in silence. Van Gogh painted in hunger. Nietzsche endured storms and wrote, "He who has a why to live can bear almost any how." Find your why. Let love be a guest in your house, not the landlord of your life. And when you choose a partner, test for reality. Time is the test. Consistency is the test. Witness them under pressure, boredom, temptation, and truth. Choose someone who protects your soul in private, not your image in public. Someone who can sit with your fear without resenting the weight. Someone who will keep your secrets safe and intends to keep themselves safe from their own worst impulses. Remember, the system thrives when you're hungry and hurried. Starve it of your rush. Feed it your boundaries. You will not be for everyone. Good. Everyone is not your destiny. Some will call you cold. You are simply collected. Some will call you cynical. You are simply awake. But do not let the world turn you to stone. Clarity without kindness is cruelty. Kindness without clarity is self-betrayal. Put them together and you get power with a pulse. If you're tired, rest. If you're drowning, reach for real help. Strength is not isolation, it is selection. Make the unconscious conscious. Slow your love until it's deep enough to breathe. Let your standards be your softness. And if you remember only one thing tonight, remember this. Your mind is not your enemy, it's your mirror. Which truth landed hardest? Tell me in the comments. If something in you shifted, mark this moment with a like. Welcome to Dark Psychology Secrets, where awareness cuts deeper than comfort. Your mind is not your enemy, it's your mirror.